low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. Hustle hard, hustle every single day. I'll be making moves till I'm buried in my grave. To the system, I don't wanna be a slave. I've been doing shit my way, or the highway. And in the driveway is a nice range. Cause I grind through the climb, I invite pain. You'll never hear me, bitch, nah, I don't complain. Just gotta flip the switch and you can go and obtain anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They're deceived with the negativity, but I just slide right by that energy. Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, 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 go. You got a mind, but even that could change. You could flip the gray matter.
Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Ash, and welcome to my YouTube channel, Ash Knows Travel, where I share trainings, walkthroughs, and insider tips to help travel advisors book smarter and build confidence. And tonight's training is called Travel Agent Habits That Actually Make You Money. And I did this training because when we first talk about how we make money, we always think automatically bookings, right? But we don't actually talk about the habits that get us the bookings. So tonight, I'm going to cover all those habits. Yes, I'm pretty excited about this one. And speaking of trainings, while we're already here, before I even get into it, let's talk about what we're doing for next month, because tonight is the last night of the month, right? So I came here to not only do this amazing training, but to also show you all the amazing things that we have coming up for July. Now, guys, a lot of us are with Evolution Archer, so you guys know next month is convention month for us. So we will be away in Hawaii. So I have everything planned out so that you guys still get trainings regardless of where I am. So next, what is this, Thursday? Yeah, on Thursday, I'm going to be doing Travel Agent Crisis Management. Now, this is a request that I had from an agent. We're going to talk about what to do when clients have problems while traveling. I feel like this is probably one of the best trainings that I can cover. So appreciate that recommendation there. Yeah. And then the next Tuesday after that, I'm going to talk about how to get clients extras like perks, upgrades, and special touches. I'm going to go over best suppliers for all-inclusive resorts. That was another request. And then that middle week in July, before I go to convention, I'll be doing a Fix It Live. So I'm going to go and do a live with you guys, and we're going to take y'all's social media profiles and we're going to start fixing them. Yeah. We're going to do like a live audit and do marketing makeovers on July 14th. And then July 16th, I'm going to do a live travel Q&A. And then the week of convention, this is a replay right here, the Tuesday, July 21st, for my biggest travel advisor mistakes. That one will be a pre-recorded live. And then Thursday, we'll have a training replay of how I will start over if I was starting agent in 2026. All right. So for those two, they'll be pre-recorded. And then on Tuesday and Thursday of the last month of July, I'm going to do something really cool. So Ash Story Time, I'm going to have you guys submit all of your horror stories of being a travel agent. Yeah. And we're going to do a story time, stories behind the travel business, and just different things. We're going to cover everything. All right. And then I'm also going to do a Build It Live where I'll be showing you guys how I use System.io. We're going to build a live travel funnel. So you guys are going to want to definitely see that one so you can start building your own funnels. Yeah. So I have a lot of amazing things coming up for you guys in July. And I'm just so excited to kind of tap in for the next month and go to Hawaii and do all these awesome, cool things. Yeah. But before we get there, let's start for tonight. Yes. So tonight we're going to be talking about the daily, weekly, and monthly habits that travel advisors should be doing in order to get those bookings that they so desire. Yes. Whether you are brand new or maybe you've been in the industry for years, I hope tonight inspires you to just look at your routine a little bit differently and identify a few habits that kind of can kind of help move your business forward. Yeah. Now, if you are live here, you should already know what to do. But if you are live, go ahead and comment hello in the chat for me so that I know that you were here. I don't know if you guys ever noticed, but on my lives, the more you guys comment and the more you guys heart, the more people show up. It just like pushes it out further. So any comments, any feedback, any hearts, anything like that, I can see it. Maybe not in the exact moment, but I can see it's a little bit of a delay. And I still want to see it. Okay. So feel free to heart, comment, whatever inside the chat. And as well, if you catch this on a replay, I still want to know that you watched this. So go ahead and comment replay on the actual video so that I know that you stopped by. Yeah. And make sure you guys for next month have your notifications turned on. You have to not only subscribe to my channel, like follow it, but you actually have to go in there and tap the bell too. And when you tap that bell, it'll send out all those notifications letting you know when I go live. Yeah. All right. So travel agent habits that actually make you money. Let me turn on my camera here. And I really, really like this one. Oof, because this is something that I feel like we just kind of pass. Like, I feel like when we first start, we're just all like, all right, we got to get a booking. And we don't do anything like habit wise. We just do things like here, there, and just hope that we kind of pick up a booking in between, right? So tonight, I really wanted to just kind of teach you guys not just all the habits to learn. You're going to develop your own habits, but habits that actually separate people who do this as a hobby from people who actually run this as a business. Okay. Success is not built on motivation. It is built on habits. I feel like that's exactly where we're about to start. Yeah. When you guys first start as travel agents, a lot of you start based off of motivation. It might be the motivation you have from the people around you, might be from signing up in general, might be off of that presentation. We get a little hype from the presentation, right? But that motivation quickly kind of goes away around month 3. And that is because we realize, hey, we got to start doing things consistently in order to bring in consistent money, right? So when I've done this kind of training over time, I've learned that a lot of people stop because they lose that motivation. But if you guys actually develop the habits before you lose the motivation, you'll rely on those habits to kind of force that motivation through, right? So my title for this slide right here says money doesn't follow motivation. And the reason I say that money doesn't follow motivation, because motivation only gets you so far. You actually need the habits in order to actually kick in that continuous income. Now, most people think successful travel advisors have better suppliers, better pricing, better luck, or better timing. But the reality is money normally follows the advisors who do small actions and repeated sequences every week. And that's what creates their long-term success. So that's exactly what I'm going to cover for tonight. So for the first habit, this is a good one. I like this one. Oh, and I got a gift for you guys too. I haven't had gifts in so long, okay? Like I have been not giving out my gifts and I apologize. But tonight, you're going to take these habits with you and you're going to implement one of them, okay? And I got a whole entire plan so you can figure out which one you want to do. I got it all right? And later on, if you lose this video, and you need to come back and you're like, okay, I don't remember what she was talking about. I don't remember, the different trainings or whatever she did. Okay. I got you on that too. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this, but I'm going to do this real quick so I don't forget. If you go to ashknowstravel.com, okay, ashknowstravel.com, and this is what it looks like. This is my website. If you click on the part that says training videos, it's going to show you all of my videos. And if you click on this part that says binge-worthy playlist, it has all of my playlists put together so you can go figure out which one you want to watch, okay? But if you click on training videos, it's going to show you all of my training videos that I have. And then you can even search it. So later on, you'll be able to do like habit, and then it will populate. Now, I've done some kind of habits trainings in the back, okay? But not all like the one I'm doing tonight. But I just want to point that out to you because a lot of you guys, when I go through this, you're not going to remember all of it, right? And I'm going to give you the document, but if you get stuck, feel free to just visit my site, search it in there, and it'll populate, okay? Now, continuing. Habit number 1, think like a CEO. A lot of you guys, when we first start, we think like a hobbyist. That's what I'm going to call it, a hobbyist. Yeah, that's what it is. Somebody who wants to sell travel over time and have fun, right? And you can do it that way, but If you don't set it up like it's supposed to be a six-figure business, it's going to operate as a hobby. It will not operate as a business until you make it one, right? Now, how do you go from operating like a hobby to operating like a business? Successful advisors don't ask, what do I have to do today? How many times have you asked yourself that? Okay. This is the wrong mindset to have. This is the wrong habit to have. I tell you guys all the time, I make a list inside my digital command center. If you don't have that, ask me for one. All right. But inside my digital command center, it has everything listed that I need to get done. I already have it in there. If it populates in my brain, it goes in the command center. If it doesn't exist in the command center, it doesn't exist at all. So I go through that list and I go, not what do I have to do today, but more so, what will grow my business today? What can I do today to help grow my business today, tomorrow, next week, right? Now, a lot of those tasks are following up, maybe building into your email list, maybe taking that email list and using it, right? Improving a business asset, which we will talk about assets and what they mean later. Improving some part of your business, recording maybe a video, maybe making videos, maybe asking for referrals, right? The reason why I say to change your mindset on that is because right here, there's no value in this. You don't see the success. You don't see the point of this. You're just going, what do I have to do today, right? But when I say, what can I do today to help grow my business? Everything has value in it, okay? I do a lot behind the scenes, especially for Ash Knows Travel. Ash Knows Travel is a business on her own, okay? Not only do I do that, but I sell travel and I do team building. So a lot of what I do has to be automated, right? In order to run like a CEO, I have to have automation. But a lot of that automation is me behind the scenes putting in small little layers, right? So I'll give you an example for travel. I get a lot of inquiries from TikTok, but just because they inquired doesn't mean that they're always going to book. So now I have a bunch of emails, right? That's an email list. What can I do with those emails? What could I do with them today? Say if I had them today, what could I do with them to help grow my business tomorrow? Set up a newsletter campaign, okay? When I see I'm setting up a newsletter campaign, you guys probably don't vision it as something that can be very useful, right? But if you send out that newsletter 3, 4, 5 times, you're going to start getting a response and it's building into it. So am I going to see immediate results from it? Probably not. But if I build into it and I keep growing it, that's where another source of income can come from, is in the follow-up. So the reason I'm positioning it like that is because it's a habit. How can I grow my business today? That's how a CEO thinks, okay? Every day should include at least one activity that's going to create future income. Now, I'm going to tell you what happens when you do this. So when I first started, I was like trying to run around and grab all of these, emails and grab these systems and just like hope for the best, right? But when I started being intentional about what I posted, intentional about what I built, intentional about how I shared my information, now I have leads coming from everywhere. So I have leads coming from Instagram, which is just my catch-all for everything that I post. I have leads coming from TikTok. I have leads coming from Travel Leaders Network because I built that asset up, right? I have leads from my website. I have leads from Google. Like all of them are coming in. But if I didn't think like this, I would have never done that. I would have never grown into anything else because I didn't see the future value of what I was doing. Okay? Habit number 1. Let's go to number 2. This one is so important. If you come to my inbox and you're like, I don't have a booking, okay? You have to get out of that mindset. The people that are getting bookings, they don't have time to tell me this because they're too busy making potential areas for them to get leads. People who get successful and they start building, okay? We don't wait for leads. Never wait for leads. I will create an opportunity for a new lead before I wait for a lead to come in, okay? Successful advisors don't wait for inquiries. They create opportunities for inquiries to automatically flow. So what does that mean for you? That could mean following up with somebody. That could mean starting a new conversation. That could be reaching out to your previous clients. That could be asking for referrals. That could be staying visible online. These are all opportunities to get bookings, and they might not look at it like that. But once you get into a habit of, okay, I did that quote 2 days ago and I still haven't heard anything, let me just follow up. Let me figure out what's going on. That following up can close a booking faster than you just dropping off a quote and saying, have a good day. If you build up a habit of waiting for the lead, if you build up a habit for waiting for the inquiry or for the quote, you are going to be that person that is in my inbox telling me that they don't have anything. If I didn't have anything coming in right now, I'm going to go create my opportunity. I always can find a new way to get a lead. I can find a new way to get an inquiry, but I can't do that if I don't get into a habit of having the ability to know in my brain that I have to create the opportunity to exist. Okay. So if you are not doing something of the sort of following up, starting a new conversation, this will be the exact reason why you don't have a booking, because you're not visible and they don't know what you're doing. You have to keep filling that pipeline with different sources, and then you'll find yourself like me 4 years in going, oh, there's a lead from there. Oh, already came from there. How did he get there? Oh, okay. That's what happens. And it's because I constantly create new opportunities for me to get an influx of leads. Yeah. Now, understanding the lifetime client value. Now, before I get into this one, let me tell you, I'm going to go back to this because I feel like I'm going to get some pushback for saying that. But let me explain why I love this part. This is my favorite part about being in the travel industry right here. When you go and let's just say we're doing, I don't know, people sell travel. What else can they sell? Cars. Okay. Let's just say I was a car salesman and I sell Ferraris. Okay. If I were to sell that Ferrari, I can only sell it to certain people and I can only sell it a certain way. And I can only sell it probably online, maybe. Like, do you get where I'm limited there? Because that's all I have. We don't have this problem in travel. So you guys can't come to me and be like, I can't get a booking. No, everybody travels, no matter what tax bracket they are, even if they're broke. People always find a way to travel. So don't worry about those that aren't coming to you. Don't wait for them. Create opportunities for people that are already going to do it automatically. And this kind of stuff will fall in place. Okay, I'm done preaching now. All right. Number 3, understand the lifetime client value. This is probably a habit that you guys don't develop till about 1.5 years in, because you get tired of constantly looking for new leads. And then you go, oh, why didn't I just book the leads I already have? Right? Okay. A booking isn't the finish line. That is the biggest thing that you have to understand here. The booking is the easiest part that we do. Everything before and everything after the booking is the part that makes or breaks you as a travel advisor. Okay. Our whole entire industry of travel and booking that travel in general is based off of the relationship that we form with the client. And most of that relationship forms before the booking and after the booking. So the booking's the easy part, okay? We get them to the booking, great. Now we need to think about what they're doing after the booking, when they're on the trip, how we help them on the trip, how we follow up after the trip, how we get them to repeat that trip. Exactly, okay? Now, the reason I say that is because a lot of you guys just stop at one booking and you don't sit there and think about everything else. But one booking can technically create reoccurring revenue. They automatically are going to go on another vacation. They'll have anniversaries. They have family trips. They might have a group trip. They might want to try a cruise, or they refer you to other people, right? And then you have another pipeline with them, and one booking can turn into another. That's the thing that I didn't understand at first. That was a habit that I didn't create because I thought, okay, I got the booking. That's it, right? But about 1.5 years, you go, well, they already traveled. So why don't I just ask them if they want to travel again, right? That part right there can honestly make it to where you're very successful. You can make literally reoccurring revenue just from a few clients. You don't have to have all the clients in the world. You just need to have the good ones, right? And that is something that you can easily establish by following up with somebody based off of one booking that you've done with them. Okay. Now, habit number 4, build business assets. This is huge, and it looks huge and it is huge. But once you start setting up one kind of asset, you kind of go, oh, well, I need the other one for it to work. But then I kind of need this part. And then I build into this. Okay. Whatever you choose for your business assets, you need to constantly pour yourself into that. And that is what's going to really help kind of generate the revenue that you want. Okay. Instead of asking when you first start your day, what can I sell today? I want you to ask, what can I build today? Because we're building things constantly to create future income. And that future income is helping us create even more income, right? So What are some good ideas for business assets? We have email list. That's what I'm referring to, these type of things. They're assets because they're tangible items that I can obtain. If you don't have any tangible items in your business, then we're not doing it correctly. There should be things that I should be able to grab from my business. An email list. If you don't have a website, do a link tree. I honestly think link trees are better than websites sometimes. I feel like they're better. So link tree, website, your reviews. You need to get them tangible. We need to grab them. We need to ask for them. Your YouTube videos. I know I put YouTube, that's for me. Honestly, that's just ChatGPT. But even in general, if you don't have YouTube videos, TikTok videos, Instagram videos, whatever, those videos are yours. Those are assets. Those are things that we can plan, we can schedule, we can post, right? Those are assets. Blog posts are assets. Your CRM of all your clientele is an asset, even all the way down to your social media library, okay? The reason I consider these assets is because they continue working even when you aren't. So the more you pour yourself into one of these, the better that they do. I'm going to give you an example. Travel Leaders Network. That is a business asset. If you can take the time out of your day to set that up, build into it, kind of pour yourself into it continuously, it can definitely be a great stream of revenue because of the clientele that's going to be pulling in from those leads, etc., right? But you wouldn't know that unless you actually built into it. So if you run into a situation where you're like, I don't know what to do next, I don't know what to do next, you need to look at your business assets and see which one's the weakest. If you don't have a lot of emails, you need to go out there and start working on getting more emails. If you don't have any link tree or if it's unorganized, like every day I spend some part of my day fixing something. And no matter what it is, like I've been working lately for me, every day I told myself, I just did a training on short form videos with corporate. And before that, anytime I do a training, I make sure at always that it's exactly what I'm about to train on. So I will start doing it continuously myself before I ever get to that training, right? So for the last like 3 weeks, I've been telling myself, post a video, post a video, post a video, right? I have been pouring myself into posting those videos. I have roughly about 10, 12 videos that I can use for next month and the month after and month after, because it's an asset that I have obtained and I know that works, right? That's my point, okay? Assets, I can use them later. It's something that's attainable and it's something that I can easily kind of pull in to gain more revenue, okay? That's number 4. Number 5, protect your reputation. Every interaction strengthens or weakens the trust. And this whole entire industry is built off of trust, relationships in general. So we always need to make sure that we're protecting our reputation when it comes to our business, okay? Now, this is a little step way. This is a pathway to getting this done. First of all, the first time that you talk to them, the biggest thing that they look at is response time. The faster you respond, the more they trust you. The longer you take to respond, the less chances they are going to book with you. Now, along with that, it also comes into play for organization and communication. If you're unorganized, if you don't communicate correctly, if you are somebody who just doesn't know what's going on, you don't have it organized yet, okay, they're going to know. And this is going to hurt them too. You have to make sure you're organized and you communicate correctly. Even if you got it wrong, hey, I'm sorry about that. The things have changed. Here's the update, right? Matter what that is, keep that in there, okay? Attention to detail. The more you pay attention to them, the more you take care of them, the more they appreciate you. And that's honestly what leads to that customer experience right there. And that's what's based off of your reputation. The more you take care of your clients, the better your reputation will be. The more you just go in there and do a booking and leave it as a booking and don't build into that client lifetime value, that's all you'll ever be. It's just somebody who did a booking, right? We don't want to be that. We want to be remembered. People remember professionalism. They remember how you handled things and how you showed up when it comes to travel advising. So make sure you all do this, okay? Make this a habit, and I promise you, you will have a lot better, how do I say, it's not like a better influx, but you have a better chance of them returning to you if you did everything you were supposed to. Even if the trip didn't go the way it's planned, they don't remember that part. They don't remember how the trip went. What they're going to remember is how you handled it when it didn't go correctly. That's what that is. All right. Number 6, always create the next step. Did this cut my face off? Oh, no. Okay. All right. Always create the next step. This is so good. I absolutely love this. And here's the thing about this. it doesn't end with the future vacation. It starts back over with the inquiry. So this is actually like a continuous loop. And the reason why a lot of agents lose their bookings is because they don't have the ability or they don't know about creating the next step. So this is definitely a habit that people use as travel agents to make money. Okay. One of the biggest things that we have to do when we're advising is advise. We have to advise them. So never leave clients wondering what happens now. Every time you're ending something in a conversation, create the next step. Tell them what happens. Every interaction should naturally lead somewhere. Your inquiry. Okay, great. Now we're talking about it. I'm filtering you, making sure this is exactly what you want. Cool. I delivered the quote. You liked the quote. I'm following up with you. Now we're booking. Now we did the booking. You guys went on the trip. It was amazing. I got your review. You now are referring me to other people. And then future vacation, we're going to come back and book again, right? Every time I get done with somebody, I still have another step. That's not the end of the client life value. So even for a client who just went on a trip right now, okay, next steps. Hey, welcome back home. I hope you had an amazing trip. Please leave a review for me, right? And of course, refer me to any of your friends and family. I appreciate it. I do, a lot of us do like kind of referral bonuses. I myself like to do Amazon gift cards. You don't have to do it, okay? But I have had a lot of money come in from referrals. So I will do a $25 Amazon gift card to whoever I get a referral from. But it has to be like I make through at least, it has to be at least $3,000 and I have to make at least $300 in commission before I send out any gift cards. And the trip has to be taken and then I send it out. So there's a lot that goes into it. I can do a training on that one day, okay? But I do put that in there. I do as an incentive as, hey, like, yeah, if you refer me to other people, I do $25 Amazon cards as a thank you. There's a second step. And then what happens with that? And when you're ready, let me know when you're ready to book your next trip. Then I'm done with this booking. I'm done with this entire part, right? I got my review, I got my referrals, whatever. I take that same email and I put it back in the newsletters. And now what is it doing? Now it's back again. Now we're going to start here. Okay, hey, I got that email you sent. Now we're in inquiry and we're bringing it back down. Okay, that is the point of that. No client should be stopping right here and just leaving it here. You need to pull them into something else. Okay, maybe they don't need to do a booking right now. Maybe right now they're just skipping to a future vacation. Okay, maybe they skipped this part. Fine, pull them back into the future vacation so we can pull them back over here. Do you guys get at that? Like once I understood that about clients, I go, oh, okay. Maybe they would not book with me today, but that doesn't mean that they're not going to always book with me. So let me put them back over here in the mix so they still get all the stuff. And my newsletters come here. Sometimes I do email campaigns. I'll teach you guys that when I do the Build It Live at the end of July, okay? Whatever that is, I make sure that I have something automatically going out for the email list that I'm constantly building, okay? Number 7, in the last one, treat marketing like daily deposits. I love this. Oh, I love this one so much because you guys all seem to struggle when it comes to marketing because you feel like it's maybe too time consuming. Maybe you don't understand it. Maybe it seems like it's just a task that you have to do, but you have to change your mindset and you have to get into the habit of naturally marketing. Okay. Every piece of content is just like another deposit into your future business. That's what that is. Every time I'm making something, every time I'm posting something, I make sure it's intentional. I know what I'm posting. I know what I want them to do with it. And the reason I constantly am showing up here, there, whatever, is because every time I'm posting, that's what that is. It's just another deposit. You guys will post something and you'll be upset because, oh, he didn't get the most views or the most likes. Somebody sees it. Somebody is seeing it. They might not like it. That's okay. But somebody saw it. I promise you. Okay. That's just a deposit. And they may not see it today. They might be on your page a week later when your video does go viral. And now they're going through your Facebook. But if you didn't post that, you wouldn't have any deposits and they wouldn't be able to have anything to look at. Right. Do you guys understand that mindset shift? Like we have to get out of the habit of, oh, I have to go post today. Oh, I have to make a video. No. I'm doing that today so that I can feed into myself later on, right? Let me give you an example. I post Royal Caribbean flyers a lot. I like Royal Caribbean. That's kind of like my cruise line, I guess, other than Virgin Voyages. But I posted a flyer and it does okay. Like I think it got like maybe 400 views, if that, right? And I didn't think nothing about it. But a lady just happened to see it later on, and then she sent me a message, and that turned into a booking. Okay. That booking was also for family. So then I booked 3 more cabins, right? And then guess what? Every year after, guess what they also do? Go on another family cruise. And guess who gets to book that? Me. And that all stimulated from a TikTok post of a Royal Caribbean flyer. That was it. Okay. That's what I'm talking about. When you have the ability to go, oh, all because I just posted that flyer, let me go post again. Let me just do it again. Let me just be consistent. Could you imagine if you were actually consistent for 30 days? Like, honestly, consistent with everything that you did, your business would go all the way to a new level, right? So, think of it like a daily deposit. One social media post, one video, maybe a newsletter email you sent out. All of that consistency is what builds into the momentum and which leads to the bookings. Okay. Now, I also have some weekly non negotiables that come with these habits. Okay. These are my most 7, I would say, habits that I have to do. But inside of that, I do have some kind of weekly non negotiables that I have to make sure I do every week. Every week, I make sure I create some type of content. I don't care if it's for team building, travel booking. I don't care if it's for Ashnos travel. I don't care. Somewhere in some part, I have to make content, and I try to do it every single day. But it's because all of my actual marketing is done by Deliveroo, so everything's automated. So anything I'm creating at this point is just intentional stuff that I like to add in for fun, honestly. So every day I try to do some kind of create content, some kind of video, whatever. Now, the next part says film videos, but that doesn't always mean I'm filming. Sometimes it's normally just, honestly, it's CapCut. Yeah. So that goes under there. CapCut has to have some kind of video. I've been trying to make sure every week I make a video. I don't care what kind or how long it takes me or whatever. The reason is because when I sit down at the end of the month and do my planning for next month, I want to have all these videos available, right? So I grab all of these videos, and now I already have my content obviously planned for this month. Every day at 11 a.m. and all 3 of my pages, there's a video dropping, right? That's what that does, okay? Every week, I make sure I follow up with my leads. I check any pending quotes. If I don't hear from them, I follow back up with them. I make sure I always learn something new, no matter what that is, no matter if it's travel, no matter if it's marketing, whatever it is, I try to always learn something new. And then I always make sure I build something for future Ash. Yeah. Everything that I'm doing, I build something for future Ash. Like lately, you guys have seen me now. I'm doing my building of the websites, the design with Ash. I do funnels, newsletters. I do everything. I just build whatever I can see a need for, right? And the reason why is because future Ash already knows how to do all that. So why wouldn't Ash want to do something like that either, right? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm building something. So like, yes, my main stream of income is bookings, but here we don't have to stop there. We can do all kinds of income, right? That's something for future Ash. Review what's working and then plan my next week's content if I need to set up anything. Okay. These aren't goals. These are habits. These are things that I have to do. It's not a choice. It's not a this. It's not a that. Everything has to be done. And I will make sure that I stop what I'm doing until it's done. Okay. It's those few moments of those little habits that I've built over time, which has made it to where like TikTok has 10,000 followers, right? YouTube has 13,000 followers. That didn't happen overnight. That happened because I consistently made sure that my weekly non-negotiables were always done. All right. Now, your 30-day challenge. I know I've went over a lot of different habits and stuff like that. Okay. I just want you to choose one. I just want you to choose something that you will consistently pour yourself into for the next month. Practice it every day for the next 30 days. Master one habit before adding another. Okay. These small improvements are going to compound into big results. Now you're probably wondering, I don't remember all those habits you just said. I got you. Okay. I made an entire weekly success checklist to help you stay consistent. It's not as pretty as that on there, but inside it, you guys are going to find just weekly planning, how to make sure you're being successful, follow up, and even a weekly review. Okay. So while I'm grabbing this, we have an engagement deal here, right? So go ahead and comment habit and I will put it in the chat. But if you are watching this on a replay, it won't work like that. So you got to go underneath the video and comment habit for me so I can go in there and paste it, okay? I have roughly about a day and a half turnaround. I'm getting better at it because it's a habit. Yeah, got that. So give me a few moments and I'll send it to you. But if you're watching this live, please make sure you go ahead and comment habit, and then I'm going to show it to you real quick. Let's go. Okay. So this is the Travel Advisor's Success Habit Tracker. Wow, it's so long. Build habits that actually make money. Let's go. So it has this little welcome. Okay. What is my number one goal for this week? What activities will create future income? And you guys can add more. Okay. I put a spot for other, but here's the ones that I like a lot. Daily success tracker, visibility wise, sales wise, business growth. Yeah. Professional development, and then a weekly review. Now, I don't expect you, let me unlock it. I don't expect you guys to like follow this to a T. What I really, really suggest doing, okay, is coming in here and putting this into your digital command center. That's what I really would suggest. If you don't have the digital command center, let me know and I'll get that to you as well. But this is exactly what is kind of inside of it. Yeah, this is inside of my notes page of my digital command center. It's like my weekly task, what I have to do. That's what this is. Okay, weekly reflection. If you need that, some of us need that. Go ahead. My weekly non-negotiables, habits that will make you want to become automatic. Yeah, here. And then remember, just a little bit, small habits repeated consistently create extraordinary businesses. Don't chase it, build it, and the bookings will follow. All right. So comment for me. I'll go over to my chat now and I'll put that in there. I didn't realize I wasn't in the video the whole time. And I will put that in the chat box for you. Yeah. And 1 second. All right. Yeah. You guys should have it. Yeah. All right, so that is what I have for you guys tonight. That it doesn't have any more pages for it, so I won't go any further. But I feel like this, I know this seems small, but honestly, guys, this is what makes or breaks travel advisors. This is what makes travel advisors unique. This is what makes people want to rebook with them. And it's just these small little habits that we kind of have to change our mindset on so we can see the value of it and the why behind it, right? Once you understand the why, you'll keep doing the same things because you can see the other side of it, right? So Thursday, listen, I have a really good training coming up. Oh, I have such a good training coming up. I'm really hyped about this, okay? Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific, make sure you guys join me live. I am doing what to do when a problem happens while traveling. Yeah. Travel agent management crisis. I should say crisis management, whatever. Okay. You get the idea. We're going to talk about what to do when things go down. Whenever things go down when we travel, what do we do? I got you. Okay. So make sure you hop back on Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific right here on Ash Knows Travel, where that's where I'll be teaching you all about crisis management and how we can handle it. Yeah. All right, so for now, I'm going to head over to my studio. If you guys have any questions, please drop them in the chat and I will answer them there. And if not, I will see you guys back on Thursday at 5 p.m. Pacific. Make sure you like this video, share it with your team, and comment if it helps. And I will meet you guys in the chat box.
Step 1, wake up early, gonna rise with the sun. Step 2, get some good, some food in you. Step 3, grow hard about what you want to be. Step 4, everybody just do your thing.
Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Yeah. Set your affirmations, aspirations. I got shit to do, the aftermath of preparation. Good food, good mood, blood in circulation. One step at a time, yeah, that's how you make it. Set a goal you control and the steps you take them. I try to pick one thought, have some concentration. And if I make a mistake, it's called education. I try to do this every day, call it replication. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 So life ain't easy, yo, I think there's a reason though. Ups and downs, just like every different season, yo. Sometimes I'm high, other times I'm barely breathing, though. I always gotta fight and hide from the demons, yo. Negative thoughts are poison, they rot. Head full of flies, so here come the clouds. They'll never stop unless I can swap all the bad for the good in my head when I'm lost. Yeah, so I'ma fake it till I make it. Positive thoughts are overtaken, I got patience. One day at a time is how you operate a cadence. A flow, you grow, you show yourself a foundation. Stay away from all the shit that causes temptation. I know that I like to do it cause it's sensation. I live my life in my head like a narration. Don't expect greatness, do my best, man, I'll take it. Wake up, today's gonna be a good day. 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 Wake up, today's gonna be a good day.